All right, so today I want to share with you a simple yoga routine you can do when your back is hurting you. Now, this is specifically for a client of mine who has a sciatic nerve issue and is in some pain throughout the day. And so the key thing here is when that happens, we don't want to stop exercising completely or moving our body completely. Right? And that can be the tendency sometimes. As soon as we feel some pain, we want to kind of freeze up and try and isolate it. And so what we're looking to do here is just do some very simple, gentle movements so that you can still connect to your body and kind of work around your back. And ideally, relax the back a bit and bring some comfort to it. Okay, so again, the key thing here is to take it very slowly and listen to your body. So if anything I'm showing you is uncomfortable in any way, stop doing it. And either do something else or wait till the next movement. But again, the key thing is we want to do very gentle things so that you can still connect to your body and loosen it up. So the first one I want to do is, again, standing up. And of course, if your back is uncomfortable, you can do this sitting down as well. And the first thing we want to do is kind of start with some neck rolls. And you're starting very slowly. And you're just kind of going in a circle. And again, as you're doing this, the bigger part of these exercises is that you're focusing on relaxing. So it's not so much about even the range of motion here. It's about doing this so you can bring attention to muscles that may be tight and then relax them. So I can feel the muscles in my back were tight when I first started doing it. And so now I'm relaxing them. And so again, switch direction. The range of motion I get is secondary to relaxing the muscles in the back and in the chest and in the stomach. Okay. Now we move over to the shoulders. And again, we're doing circles, but we're doing them a little differently. Again, we're doing them slowly. And you're relaxing. Always visualizing in your mind the muscles just kind of softening and loosening up. And again, it's not about the range of motion here. It's just about moving your body and doing it in the most comfortable way possible. And so we'll switch direction. And then go forward. Connect to your breathing. And keep concentrating on those muscles relaxing, staying loose. Moving in a fluid way is the key here. Now we can combine those two things together. Again, we're working on the upper part of the body. And we're just loosening that up. So again, it's very gentle movement. So if you want, you can kind of combine those two movements and you can circle the shoulders alternatingly. Right? If you want, you can kind of add your head in there. Again, if it's not too much. Again, we're just bringing some movement into this area. And it's more about movement and fluidity than it is about stretching, if your back's not right. And so again, when things happen like that, you don't want to just stop working out or stop moving. And you don't want to disconnect from your body. You can just kind of switch direction with that if you're doing that. What we want to stay connected to it and just kind of face the discomfort head on and do what we can to make it feel better. And then that's the whole point and the goal here. All right. So now we're going to go on the ground. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay down. And so the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to lay this way here. The first thing we want to do is just to lay down and just relax. All right, so we're just going to lay here, hands out by your side. Again, it doesn't matter where they are. We're just relaxing. Take a couple deep breaths. Let your stomach loosen up, soften. Let your shoulders relax, your back relax. You can imagine yourself sinking into the ground, sinking into the floor. Just imagine you're just kind of melting into it, feeling good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start focusing on the lower back now. And to do that, we're going to start by bringing one knee up, and we're going to put our hands around it. And what we do is, again, this is a very, very gentle movement. We're looking to, maybe I'll turn this way so you can see it. What we want to do is we're going to bring the knee up, and we're kind of using our hands just to hold it. And again, it's more about relaxing. So you're relaxing the shoulders, you're relaxing the leg, you're relaxing the back. You want to feel that back really kind of sinking into the floor while you do this. And just comfortably bring your knee as close to your chest as you can. And again, there's no rush here. Really what we're doing is more about relaxing the body than it is about stretching. And then we can let that go. And again, even when you're moving your leg out, you want to be very gentle with it. Again, it's that fluid motion, almost if you imagine like what Tai Chi is, right? And so now bring the left leg up, bring that knee up. So it's that kind of Tai Chi, slow, fluid movements, is part of what we're doing here. And so the fluidity and the relaxation is more important than the stretching and the exercising aspect of it. Again, connect to your breathing. And while you do, doing this move may bring more attention to some of the muscles in your back, and then once you gain attention and awareness of those muscles, you can relax them. Just let them go. Just feel yourself sinking into the floor, shoulders relaxed. Again, if you're using any muscles here, it's your biceps in this exercise. It's the arms and the biceps and forearms that are doing the work. The shoulders are as relaxed as you can make them. Chest is relaxed. And you slowly let it go. And again, slowly let the leg move out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring both knees up. We'll put our arms out to our sides. And we're going to go to the right side. And you can just slowly move the legs over. And you're going to feel that twist in the spine, especially in the lower back. And if you want, you can turn your head to the left. And again, we're just going to stay here for a moment. And again, it's all about just letting go and relaxing in this posture here. Just breathe into your lower back. Let it relax. Again, if your knees don't go all the way to the ground, if they're up here, again, you can just kind of play with where it feels most comfortable. Breathe into your back, let the tension release. Let's do this slowly. Switch direction. Now you want to look the other way. Again, just let go. Especially around your waist. Bring the knees up. And now, again, and when you get up, by the way, again, I want to make this point. Everything, in yoga here, everything is part of the movement. So if you're getting up and your back doesn't feel right, you lean over to the right, you use your elbow to pick you up, right? You take your other hand back and you use that to lift you up. Again, so you're guiding yourself and you're making it, you're not using your back hardly at all. That's part of this whole thing. And again, you want to keep the back relaxed and you want to learn how to move and utilize the other muscles instead. You utilize your arms more. Right? Be very intentional and mindful when you're moving from simple things, from laying down to getting up. Again, when your back hurts, it's not a simple thing. And so you want to move methodically, intelligently. Use different muscles to do the work for you so that there is no strain on your back. And what I want to do is we're going to turn around. And again, this may or may not be, depending on how it feels, right? If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. But it's a child's pose. And so we're gonna just sit like this, and we're just gonna lean back, arms back, and we're just gonna put our forehead on the ground. And again, it's just a very simple stretch that you may or may not be comfortable doing depending on how your back feels. But if you can do it, again, it's just a nice way to get a very simple stretch and just to relax. again, when you come up, right, you're kind of leaning forward, you're using your arms, right, you're being smart with your legs here, you're using your arms again, right, as little of the back as possible, and you're being intentional with it. And so that's, again, this is a practice to be mindful about how you're moving your body. And sometimes, sometimes your back may just hurt. Okay, that's just the way it goes. But there are some things you can almost always do to at least relieve it a little bit. And how this becomes practical is when you think about when you're mindful and you're using your arms and you're moving a little bit differently to take any pressure off your back or any work from your back having to do, bring that into your day. Okay, when you sit down in a chair, again, use your arms to brace yourself. When you're getting out of things, use your arms and move a little bit differently. Okay, but again, the secret here is when you start concentrating on moving differently, you're still connecting to your body. And so that's a big difference from when something hurts and we just kind of freeze up and try and isolate it and not think about it. Okay, it's a completely different approach to that. And I think what ends up happening is it minimizes the discomfort while it's there. And I think a lot of times it'll help you resolve the problem. A lot of times, whether it's a pulled muscle or a nerve issue, you can help relieve it by relaxing and beginning to move different. Okay, so bring that into your day. Remember, you're doing this here just to kind of intentionally work those areas, but really what you're doing is you're working and training yourself to begin moving a little bit differently, be a little more mindful of how you can move in a more comfortable way given the discomfort. All right, so I hope this helps you out. Have a great day, and I hope your back feels better.